Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw Shredder from the 1990s Ninja Turtle wow, Ninja Turtles cartoon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So kind of in honor of the movie coming out this weekend. So let's kind of go over a really quick way to draw this. I'm going to be using this Copic marker. It has two sides to it. Copic marker, and I'm going to be using a regular pencil I just found. Prismacolor pencil. Doesn't matter what kind of pencil you use. I'm just going to use it. Actually, let me use a number 2 pencil. Where is that thing? Yeah, let me use a number 2 pencil. That's just to trace it in. So we're going to start with Shredder's. I'm going to start thinking about that head underneath, right? So I'm going to draw an oval in the same fashion that I would like a normal kind of portrait. So you want to picture his head underneath there. I'm going to go down the center line. His eye line. I'm going to find his eye line, kind of his nose line. And immediately I'm going to put a few shapes here to find the eye sockets. Kind of these, looks like home plate kind of thing. But I'm just doing it to kind of show that eye socket area. Finding that lower portion of the mask. And it kind of wraps around like in 3 prongs. There's one down the middle, kind of that mohawk shape. And then 2 around the sides. Kind of flare out a little bit too. Covering up the front of his face there. He's got that samurai ninja look. And just like a samurai helmet, he has the, I believe, the side protectors that kind of protects the side of his head. It also, I forget what it was, protects his neck, I believe. I'm going to make the mask a little bit wider there, changing the center line of his face because the mask has kind of a, what do you call it, volume to it. And he's got that kind of neck scarf thing. I'm going to put a placeholder for his shoulders, but I'm not really going to draw his shoulders in. I'm just going to draw that. So we have a good placeholder there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with marker now, because I already have things kind of placed out. I'm going with the thin side of this marker. Let me test it over here. It's still kind of thick, honestly. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab a thin, if I can find it, thin pen, like a thinner than the marker at least. Cannot find it, so I'm going to use this pen. This is a fountain pen. It's called Pentel Stylo. I love it. And I'm going to use the Pentel Stylo to start drawing in his eyes. He's going to have kind of an angry look to his eyes. I might cover them in shadow, I'm not sure yet. Shredder! Actually, I forgot his voice in the cartoon. Tracing up the side there. I'm essentially tracing over my drawing a little bit, but also half kind of using it as a guideline. For example, these sides right there, I'm essentially tracing them, but just kind of adding in a couple of lines here. Front of the face, It's kind of metallic, but I am just kind of drawing it as, it looks more like cloth when I'm drawing it. Shoulder pads. I'm gonna add the spikes on them. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to erase the pencil lines, just to get that out of the way for now. Once I do that, I'll see what I have to work with, you know, what's left to work with. I can even tell that I forgot to put a couple of things. For one, the ridge of his nose here. There might be some shadow on his face. I'm gonna do that with the marker. I'm going to use the marker thin side as well. Thin side is much thicker than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to throw a line on the outside of his profile because I kind of like the look of it, of doing that. It's a stylized thing. Not really matching some of the lines over there, pulling, kind of making a mistake here and there. Alright, now he looks okay, but I think he needs more, he just needs more detail all around, you know, he just looks like this almost looks like a start of a drawing to me, personally. So I'm going to go back in with the pen, actually, with the pen and try to pull some smaller details out, although this pen's kind of dying. For example, there's a plane change on the front of his face. I'm going to try to do that. Kind of a plane change over here on the side of his mask. I feel like this pen is almost too thin. Gonna go into his eyes more. Put some shadow underneath the other eye. I want the eye to be focal point. The way to cause a focal point would be usually the place with the most small lines or most detail, or the highest contrast. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the marker again, and I'm going to down his mask right there, I'm going to put a little bit of thicker line, like there's a shadow casting down. Also, did you guys like the Ninja Turtles movie? The one that just came out this weekend? Let me know what you thought. I did not like it. I did not like the new movie. But I'd love to hear opinions, you know. My sister liked it. You know, we're very different, me and her. But yeah, please comment to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the movie, you know. If you liked it or you didn't like it or you thought it was pretty good or, you know, you would like to see a sequel, maybe they'll change a couple of things or you think they just reboot the whole thing or, you know, I'd love to hear your opinion. Anyways, that would be Shredder. Let me go over what I used again. I used Stylo Pentel pencil. It's a fountain pen. And then I also used this Copic marker. If you don't have the money for these, I forget how much this stylo is. It's at Office Depot. Office Depot's a store. It's all over. It's all over the U.S. I'm not sure if they're everywhere, but if you can't find this, just use any fountain pen. That's a kind of because it goes well with a marker. It reminds me of a marker. You know, when you put it down, it immediately starts like ink will start spilling onto the paper, as opposed to like a ballpoint pen. Those won't do that. And then this is expensive. Copic is a very expensive brand. Honestly, use a Sharpie if you can't afford this. This is cool because you can refill it and it has two edges on it. But I would say you'd be just fine using a Sharpie. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next time. See you later.